Datta, Jai Guru Datta, Sri Guru 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 Datta.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Guru Datta and welcome to Datta Arpanam with your hosts Rishi Nirvan Baru
and Ravita Singh. Jai Guru Datta, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Parama Pujya Dr. Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji of Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru. Today's program begins with the offering of pranams, gratitude and this invocation prayer at the sacred feet of beloved Sadgurudeva Pujya Shri Swamiji, as this show, possible only through His divine grace, is offered to him. Please join Pujya Shri Bala Swamiji now in worship.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Bhuyuta Shri Hari Chinnhitabhyam Agastya Rekhadibhiranchitabhyam Nigodha Bijakshara Mudritabhyam Namo Namah Sadguru Padukabhyam. गणपति गुरुमेकं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं विबुधनिवहसेव्यं योगमार्गाधिरूढं शरणमुपगतानामार्तिसङ्घाद्रिवज्रं मम हृदयनिवासं भक्तिनम्रो नमामि, Bhakti Namro Namami.
Once again, everyone, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to this morning's edition of Datta Arpanam. Today's program is being brought to you through the kind courtesy of Valini's Drug Mart Limited of 58 to 60 Sutton Street, San Fernando, Debe Supermart Limited of 182 SS Aaron Road, Debe, Kokay Supermart Limited of 14 Napri Mamiara Road, San Fernando, and Samtron Insurance Brokers Limited of 1126 SS Aaron Road, Debe, and 225 Southern Main Road, Warrenville, Cunupia.
Last week on Datta Arpanam, you heard that the program for Sri Swamiji's and Sri Bala Swamiji's upcoming visit and the Maharudra Yagam have been finalized. Just to remind you, Pujya Sri Bala Swamiji arrives in Trinidad on March 26th, and then Parama Pujya Sri Swamiji arrives on March 29th, 2023. While they are here, Rama Navami will be celebrated on Thursday, March 30th at the Datta Arpanam Yoga Center in Karapi, Chaima, and then on March 31st to April 2nd, the Maharudra Yagam will take place.
On April 5th, Sri Hanuman Jayanti will be celebrated, and then on April 7th, Pujya Sri Swamiji will visit the Penal and Princestown ashramas. On April 8th, as is customary after worshipping Lord Shiva, the powerful Homa, Chandi Homa, will take place, again back at the Karapi Chaima ashrama.
Pujya Sri Swamiji turned 80 last May, but so auspicious is this year of his incarnation that birthday celebrations continue to take place throughout the year. So while this Maharudra Yagam and its associated programs will form part of the local observance of Pujya Appaji's 80th birthday, on April 9th, formal actual birthday celebrations will take place again at the Karapi Chaima Ashrama, home of the 85-foot Lord Hanuman Murti.
As we eagerly anticipate the Maharudra Yagam, today on Datta Arpanam you will hear more about what to expect at this highly auspicious Yagam, and you will also hear about the significance of some of the austerities which will be performed.
In this regard, heartfelt gratitude is extended to the team at Trinidad Hanuman Datta Mala for providing the information which will be shared today. May Pujya Appaji's blessings be extended to all at Trinidad Hanuman Datta Mala, a free online publication dedicated to spreading Pujya Appaji's teachings and propagating his mission.
Before looking deeper into what to expect in the Maharudra Yagam and why to expect it, let us, as is customary, worship the son of Lord Shiva, Lord Ganapati. Let us join Pujya Sri Swamiji in singing this beautiful self-composed bhajan. Please open the Bhajanmala app or visit the website www.bhajanmala.com, enter bhajan ID number 54, and get your week off to a divine start by worshipping the remover of obstacles.
हे नकपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे गणपा हे नकपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा हे गणपा हे नकपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा पालय गणपा शिवसुत हे गुहयुत हे श्रुति विनुत हे शिवसुत हे गुहयुत हे श्रुति विनुत हे गजमुख हे स्थिर सुख हे विनत सखा हे गजमुख हे स्थिर सुख हे विनत सखा करुणया मयि सदा स्मितमुखो भवेश करुणया मयि सदा स्मितमुखो भवेश हे गणपा हे नतपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा पालय गणपा योग विदित पावन पद हे प्रवितरतम योग विदित पावन पद हे प्रवितरतम भक्ति विजित दिव्य हृदय में दिश दिशताम भक्ति विजित दिव्य हृदय में दिश दिशताम सचिदानं ददपदा प्रदिश मे कृपान्ते सचिदानं ददपदा प्रदिश मे कृपान्ते 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 हे गणपा हे नकपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे गणपा हे नकपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा हे गणपा हे नकपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा पालय गणपा पालय गणपा
With that bhajan, Puja Appaji inspires love for him, love for Lord Ganapati, and love for the Shadvidha Margini Ragam in which that bhajan is sung. Such a unique, divine, and beautiful bhajan, composed and rendered by the present-day incarnation of the aspect of Lord Dattatreya, Paramapujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. You are tuned in to Datta Arpanam on 103.1 FM.
This morning's program is coming to you through the grace of Puja Sri Swamiji and thanks to the kind sponsorship by Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. Special thanks are extended to them as they are to the team at the free online publication Trinidad Hanuman Datta Mala for sharing information for today's program. And of course, heartfelt gratitude is extended to you, dear listener, for sharing your morning with us.
Maharudra Yagam. You've been hearing about it, but what exactly is it? Well, you heard last week that Puja Appaji's personal secretary explained that there are 3 types of Rudra Yagas: a Rudra Yagam, a Maharudra Yagam, and an Ati Rudra Yagam. Rudra Yagam is a one-day austerity in which 11 priests sit around one Homa Kunda and chant 11 times.
In Maharudra Yagam, there are 11 priests around each of 3 Homakundas, and they chant 11 times for each of 3 days. So 33 priests chant 11 times a day for 3 days. What a blessing this is for not just our country, but for the world, that this is taking place right here in Trinidad and Tobago in just a few weeks' time.
And many of you would know that Puja Appaji has been performing Ati Rudra Yagams in various locations in India. Well, the Ati Rudra Yagam involves 11 priests chanting around 11 Homa Kundas for 11 days.
If Parama Puja Sri Swamiji even thinks of Trinidad and Tobago, that is a blessing for this nation. If he steps foot on this nation's soil, that is an even bigger blessing. But now, he is not only thinking of us and our well-being, he is not only stepping foot on Trini soil, but he is conducting the second most powerful of Rudra Homas in this land. The debt of gratitude we owe him is indescribable. So Puja Appaji, we pray that you will accept this humble offering of gratitude in the form of persons across the nation and across the world joining with you in worship. Everyone, please open the Bhajanmala app or website once again Enter Bhajan ID number 334 and join in worshipping Annapurna Devi, a form of goddess Parvati, the consort of Lord Shiva.
अन्नपूर्णे सदा पूर्णे शङ्करप्राणवल्लभे ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यर्थम् भिक्षां देहि च पार्वती।
अन्नपूर्णा ज्ञानपूर्णा सा ददातु मे धियमुदीर्णा। 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 जयतु पावना जयतु शोभना जयतु पावना जयतु शोभना जयतु निस्तुला जयतु निश्चला जयतु निस्तुला जयतु निश्चला जयतु पावना जयतु शोभना जयतु पावना जयतु शोभना जयतु निस्तुला जयतु निश्चला जयतु निस्तुला जयतु निश्चला। अन्नपूर्णा ज्ञानपूर्णा सा ददातु मे धियमुदीर्णा। अन्नपूर्णा ज्ञानपूर्णा सा ददातु मे धियमुदीर्णा। अन्नपूर्णा ज्ञानपूर्णा सा ददातु मे धियमुदीर्णा। स्वापराधनी मोक्षतत्परा स्वापराधनी मोक्षतत्परा अन्नदानस दीक्षिता परा अन्नदानस दीक्षिता परा व्यासगर्वणी वासनिष्ठुरा व्यासगर्वणी वासनिष्ठुरा सच्चिदानंद श्री नित्य भासुरा सच्चिदानंद श्री नित्य भासुरा। अन्नपूर्णा ज्ञानपूर्णा सा ददातु मे धियमुदीर्णा। अन्नपूर्णा ज्ञानपूर्णा सा ददातु मे धियमुदीर्णा। अन्नपूर्णा ज्ञानपूर्णा सा ददातु मे धियमुदीर्णा। अन्नपूर्णा ज्ञानपूर्णा सा ददातु मे धियमुदीर्णा।
May Goddess Annapurna, the goddess of nutrition, bless all with the nutrition required to accomplish their spiritual goals. May she nourish our bodies as well as our intellects, so that at all times we may all be blessed with the inclination and the capacity to engage in worship.
Jai Guru Datta. You are tuned in to Datta Arpanam, which is coming to you today on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Sri Swamiji, and thanks to the sponsorship by Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. Today's discussion is on the upcoming Maharudra Yagam, which will be taking place from March 31st, 2023 to April 2nd, 2023 at the Sri Dattatreya Yoga Center in Karapi, Chaima, under the guidance of Parama Pujya Sri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, the present-day Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya.
I'm not sure about anyone else, but I know that for me, personally, the word yagam was not one I had heard before hearing Appaji use it. Many of us in Trinidad would be more familiar with the word yagna. The sublime meaning of the word yagna is derived from the Sanskritam verb yaj, which has a threefold meaning of worship of deities or deva pujana, unity or sangatikarana, and charity or dana.
An essential element of yagna is the ritual fire, the divine Agni, into which oblations or offerings are poured. This is because everything that is offered into the fire is believed to reach God. Agni Devata is the messenger, if you like, to the gods or to the Devatas. This is probably why the words yaga and yagna are often used interchangeably. It is because a yaga is any sacrifice, which incidentally is another meaning of the word yagna. So a yaga is any sacrifice in which oblations are offered. Perhaps next week we can look a little more closely at those words, but for today, the focus is more specific to the Maharudra Yagam. So as we prepare our minds to contemplate on this form of worship to Lord Rudra, a form of Lord Shiva, let us join in worshipping Lord Shiva through bhajan. You can find the words to today's next bhajan by entering bhajan ID number 1301 on your Bhajan Mala app or the website. So please do join in worship.
Gangadhara Shiva Ganapati Pitane Gauri Manokara Nanjunda Gangadhara Shiva Ganapati Pitane Gauri Manokara Nanjunda ನಂದಿವಾಗನ ನಂಬಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ನಮ್ಮನು ಕಾಯು ನಂಜುಂಡ ನಂದಿವಾಗನ ನಂಬಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನನು ನಮ್ಮನು ಕಾಯು ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಶಿವ ಗಣಪತಿ ಪಿತನೆ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಶಿವ ಗಣಪತಿ ಪಿತನೆ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಕಾಲ ಕಾಲನೆ ಕಾಳಯ ಮನನ ಗಾಳ ಕಾಲನೆ ಕಾಳಯ ಮನನ ಪಾಶವ ಮುರಿದವ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಪಾಶವ ಮುರಿದವ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಶಿವ ಗಣಪತಿ ಪಿತನೆ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಶಿವ ಗಣಪತಿ ಪಿತನೆ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಜಂಗಮ ರೂಪವ ತಾಳುತ ಜಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಂಗಮ ರೂಪವ ತಾಳುತ ಜಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗವು ಧರಿಪ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಜಗವು ಧರಿಪ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಶಿವ ಗಣಪತಿ ಪಿತನೆ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಶಿವ ಗಣಪತಿ ಪಿತನೆ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಮುಕ್ಕಣ್ಣನನು ಮೂರ್ಜಗ ಒಗಳುವ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಮೂರು ಕಣ್ಣವ ಮುಕ್ಕಣ್ಣನನು ಮೂರ್ಜಗ ಒಗಳುವ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಶಿವ ಗಣಪತಿ ಪಿತನೆ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಶಿವ ಗಣಪತಿ ಪಿತನೆ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಸರ್ವ ಭಕ್ತರ ದೇವರ ದೇವನೇ ಸರ್ವ ಭಕ್ತರ ದೇವರ ದೇವನೇ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದನೆ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದನೆ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಶಿವ ಗಣಪತಿ ಪಿತನೆ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಶಿವ ಗಣಪತಿ ಪಿತನೆ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ ಗೌರಿ ಮನೋಹರ ನಂಜುಂಡ.
Just thinking of Lord Shiva, hearing his name, is enough to stir up even more excitement for the upcoming Maharudra Yagam, which will be taking place at the Sri Dattatreya Yoga Center in Karapi, Chaima, under the guidance of Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, the present-day Avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya. You were just listening to Puja Shri Swamiji here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to this morning's offering, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Puja Appaji, and thanks to the sponsorship by his Seva Kartas, Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited.
In July 2018, while in Trinidad, Puja Appaji gifted the world with the mantra Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. He advised that when devotees worldwide had completed billions of chants of this mantra, he would return to Trinidad to conduct a Maharudra Yagam. Now, in just under 2 weeks' time, that Yagam will be commencing. And in order to prepare ourselves on every level for a Yagam of this magnitude, we should understand the rituals in which we will be involved.
One ritual which is dear to the deities, especially Lord Shiva, is Abhishekam. According to Puja Shri Swamiji, in a puja, milk, curd, honey, sugar and ghee or clarified butter are together called the Panchamrita. Pancha meaning 5 and Amrita meaning nectars. So Panchamrita is the 5 nectars. When these 5 items are poured unto the symbolic representation of the deity during the puja, so when they are poured onto, say, a murti or Shiva Lingam, etc., it is called Abhishekam.
Lord Shiva is the Abhisheka Priya, the one who loves Abhisheka. He is also called, as you just heard in today's Lord Shiva bhajan, Gangadhara, meaning one who has held Ganga on his head.
Lord Vishnu is Alankara Priya, meaning he is the one who loves decorations. He is also Pitambara, meaning he is the one who has wrapped the entire Akasha or space around him like a cloth. He is omniscient and exists everywhere, and so he is called Sarvamtaryami.
Lord Brahma, the third aspect of the Holy Trinity of Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Brahma, blessed us with knowledge. This knowledge is sought by one and all. Because of this, he is called Bahujana Priya, Bahu meaning a lot, and Jana meaning people.
But getting back to the term Abhisheka Priya, there are many special meanings to this. In addition to meaning the one to whom Abhishekam is dear, it also means one who always gives auspiciousness, one who blesses us with endless peace, one who gives jnana, and he who gives life.
While Alankara Priya Vishnu protects dharma or righteousness, Lord Shiva is Nada Priya or a lover of music, and Veda Priya or a lover of Vedas.
Vedas contain firm conclusions and decisions. They ensure adherence to dharma. So if Lord Shiva is Veda Priya and Alankara Priya Vishnu protects dharma, we see the truth behind the message which Puja Appaji teaches time and time again. There is no difference between Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva.
Lord Vishnu is Bhakti Priya or lover of devotion. The essence or tattva of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva are actually one and the same. They appear to be different, though they are the same.
Having been reminded of this message, let us join in worshipping the united form of the Holy Trinity of Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. Let us worship Lord Dattatreya. Please open your Bhajanmala app or visit the website www.bhajanmala.com, enter Bhajan ID number 224 and join Puja Appaji once again in worship.
ತನುಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನೇ 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 ನುತಿಸಿರೆ ತೋರುತ ಭಕುತಿಯನ ಭಿನ್ನಗ ತೀರಿಸುವನು ಅವನೇ ನುತಿಸಿರೆ ತೋರುತ ಭಕುತಿಯನ ಭಿನ್ನಗ ತೀರಿಸುವನು ಅವನೇ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಸಂಕಟ ಸಂಕುಲವ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಸಂಕಟ ಸಂಕುಲವ ದೇವನು ಬೇಗನೆ ತೊಲಗಿಸಿದ ದೇವನು ಬೇಗನೆ ತೊಲಗಿಸಿದ ತನು ಮನದಲ್ಲೇ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನೇ ತನು ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನೇ ನಮಿಸುವೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗುಣಧಾಮ ಗುಣಿಸಲಿ ಭಕ್ತಿಯ ರಸಧಾರೆ ನಮಿಸುವೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗುಣಧಾಮ ಗುಣಿಸಲಿ ಭಕ್ತಿಯ ರಸಧಾರೆ ದತ್ತನೆ ಸತ್ವರ ಕೃಪೆ ಮಾಡು ರುಜುತಿಯ ನೆಲೆಸಲಿ ಮತಿ ತುಂಬ ದತ್ತನೆ ಸತ್ವರ ಕೃಪೆ ಮಾಡು ರುಜುತಿಯ ನೆಲೆಸಲಿ ಮತಿ ತುಂಬ ತನು ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನೇ. ಲಿಪ್ತತೆಯಿಂದಲೇ ಬಾಳಲಿರುವೆ, ವಿನತಿಯ ಆಲಿಸಿದಯ ತೋರು. ಲಿಪ್ತತೆಯಿಂದಲೇ ಬಾಳಲಿರುವೆ, ವಿನತಿಯ ಆಲಿಸಿದಯ ತೋರು. ವಚನದಿ ಹರಿವುದು ಭಕ್ತಿರಸ, ನಂಬಿರೆ ನಿರ್ಣಯ ಪದಯುಗವ. ವಚನದಿ ಹರಿವುದು ಭಕ್ತಿರಸ, ನಂಬಿರೆ ನಿರ್ಣಯ ಪದಯುಗವ. ಹನುಮನದಲ್ಲೇ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನೇ. ಹನುಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನೇ. ಚಂಚಲವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಕೊನೆ ತನಕ ಪಾವನ ಚರಣಕ್ಕೆ ನೀ ಬಾಗು. ಚಂಚಲವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಕೊನೆ ತನಕ ಪಾವನ ಚರಣಕ್ಕೆ ನೀ ಬಾಗು. ನಡೆದಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನೊಡೆ ಕೊನೆಗಾಲ, ದತ್ತನ ಹಿಡಿದರೆ ನೀ ಪಾರು. ನಡೆದಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನಡೆ ಕೊನೆಗಾಲ, ದತ್ತನ ಹಿಡಿದರೆ ನೀ ಪಾರು. ಹನುಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನೇ. ಹನುಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನೇ. ಶಮ ಷಡ್ವಿಧ ಸಂಪದವ ವಂದಿಬೆ ಕರುಣಿಪ ಶುಭ ವರದ. ಶಮ ಷಡ್ವಿಧ ಸಂಪದವ ವಂದಿಬೆ ಕರುಣಿಪ ಶುಭ ವರದ. ನೀನಗೆ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದವನು ನೆನೆದರೆ ಕೊಡುವನು ಗುರುದತ್ತ. ನೀನಗೆ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದವನು ನೆನೆದರೆ ಕೊಡುವನು ಗುರುದತ್ತ. ಹನುಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನು. ಹನುಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನೇ. ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನೇ, ನಂಬಿದೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಪಾದವನೇ.
That bhajan worships the one who is the epitome of oneness, the coming together of the three main gods, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, into one united form, happened out of an abundance of compassion for their devotee, Atri, who had undertaken immense penance. Now, revealing the depth of his compassion again, he has sent his Avadhuta, Paramapujya, Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, to help mankind to stay on the dharmic path and to help mankind to cope with modern day problems.
You were just listening to the voice of Pujya Sri Swamiji here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to today's program on 103.1 FM. Before that bhajan, the topic of Abhisheka with Panchamrita was brought up. So now, let us look a little more closely at these 5 nectars, starting with milk Abhishekam. In this Abhisheka, milk is poured onto the murti or the lingam. This Abhisheka is a prayer to the deity to bless us with purity or with the ultimate pure Satya or truth.
Curd is fermented and thickened milk or yogurt. The essence of curd Abhisheka is that it is a prayer to God to cure us of all types of diseases.
Ghee is clarified butter. During Ghee Abhisheka, the prayer is, "Let my mind always be awake when I do Abhishekam. Also, help me to develop compassion towards other beings or other jivis."
Honey Abhisheka signifies that the beings or jivis finally merge into the Lord and get the nectar or bliss. This nectar is symbolized by the honey.
And finally, Sugar Abhisheka. Think about it. When a person needs an energy boost, are they not inclined to reach for something sweet? So, Sugar Abhishekam is a prayer to bless all beings with a pure, energized heart and mind.
So, you see everyone, these Abhishekas are not merely blind belief or rituals. They have a meaning, an essence, and significance. They contain the most secretive tattvas. Many of you would know that Lord Shiva drank the poison that emanated from the ocean and that he wore the Ganga and moon on his head to cool his head. He has the fiery third eye. Constant Abhisheka cools this eye. A cup made of copper or brass with a hole in the center is filled with water and is kept hanging over the image or linga of Lord Shiva so that that water can fall on the image throughout the day and night.
Sometimes priests or pundits may perform Abhishekam by simply using holy water. Other times they may do elaborate bathing with oil, turmeric water, panchamritam, vibhuti, sandalwood water, coconut water, rose water, and Ganga or holy water from the Ganges river. Without Abhishekam, worship of Lord Shiva is incomplete.
And during Abhishekam to Lord Shiva, that beautiful, mesmerizing prayer, Sri Rudram, is chanted along with Purusha Sukta, Mahamrityunjaya Mantra Japam, etc. And for those of you who are not familiar with the Sri Rudram mantra, it is made up of Chamakam and Namakam. Chamakam is divided into 11 sections, and each of these is then combined with Namakam and repeated. This particular combination of Chamakam and Namakam is called Sri Rudra. So everyone, we can expect some extraordinary vibrations in the Maharudra Yagam, especially as specifically trained pundits will be coming from India to perform this yagam.
In Ekadasha Rudra Abhisheka, or the sacred bath performed 11 times, Sri Rudra is chanted while distinctive articles for Abhisheka such as Ganga water, milk, buttermilk, ghee, honey, rose water, coconut water, sandal paste, scented oil, sugarcane juice and lime juice are used to bathe the deity or Shiva Lingam. After every Abhisheka, pure water is poured over the head of Shiva or the Shiva Lingam. When Sri Rudram is repeated once, the different articles of Abhisheka are made use of after every stanza of the Rudram.
These articles used for Abhishekam are considered to be very sacred, and they bestow immense benefits on the devotees who take it as the Lord's prasadam. They purify the heart and destroy countless sins. They promote purity of spirit and harmony between families and communities. Negative energies are removed and positive, strength-giving vibrations are infused within pure devotees and in the environment, giving protection from even natural calamities. Such prasadam must be taken with intense bhava or with pure feelings and with faith.
With such bhava, with such faith, let us now join Puja Sri Swamiji in chanting the ever-powerful mantra Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Through its chanting, may our minds be purified, may our hearts be purified, and may Lord Shiva look kindly upon creation.
Shivaya Rudraya Namaha, Shivaya Rudraya Namaha, Shivaya Rudraya Namaha, Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. रुद्राय नमः शिवाय 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 रुद्राय नमः रुद्राय नमः शिवाय रुद्राय नमः शिवाय रुद्राय नमः शिवाय रुद्राय नमः
The excitement builds, the positive energy builds, and the anticipation builds. Each time one chants and each time one hears Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji chant that powerful mantra. In this, the run-up to the Maharudra Yagam, which Pujya Shri Swamiji and many highly trained pundits will be performing at the Sri Datta Yoga Center in Karapi, Chaima from March 31st to April 2nd, 2023. All are invited to come and be a part of this historic and divine occurrence in this country's history.
This is the first time that Puja Appaji will be conducting such a powerful yagna outside of India, so do not miss out on this rare opportunity to be a part of it all. Once again, the yagam itself starts on March 31st and ends on April 2nd, 2023.
But remember, Appaji is here until April 10th. So there is a lot happening and you are invited to all of it. You can find more details about the schedule on the Datta Arpanam Facebook page or on the Sri Dattatreya Yoga Center Karapi Chaima Facebook page.
With the performance of the beautiful, meaningful Abhishekams to Lord Shiva that will occur during the Maharudra Yagam, we owe it to ourselves to witness and participate mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, even from now in any Abhishekam taking place in temples or even at home. By practicing our devotion with new awareness of the meaning of such a ritual, we will become more absorbed in the deity and in our true self or Atman. This will bring about our own upliftment.
Participating in Abhishekam during the Maharudra Yagam will give the benefit of countless Shivaratri Abhishekams to Lord Shiva.
But with all of that being said, never forget that the greatest and the highest Abhisheka is to pour the waters of pure love on the Atma Linga of the lotus of the heart.
And with that beautiful thought, we begin to wrap up today's episode of Datta Arpanam. Pranams and gratitude are offered at the divine feet of beloved Sadguru Deva, Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji and Shri 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 Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji, without whose teachings, compassion, love, guidance, and music, this program would not exist.
Pranams to you, Puja Appaji and Sri Bala Swamiji. Kindly forgive any errors which may have been committed in preparing or in sharing today's episode of Datta Arpanam, and please guide us to avoid such errors in the future.
Special thanks are extended to the staff at 103.1 FM and to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam, Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited.
Special thanks again go out to the team at Trinidad Hanuman Datta Mala for providing much of the research material for today's program. Be sure to check out their free online publication. Simply visit www.datta, that's D-A-T-T-A, Mala, M-A-L-A-T-T.com, where you will find educational articles, devotees' experiences with Puja Sri Swamiji, Sri Swamiji's teachings, and much, much more. Once again, heartfelt thanks are extended to Trinidad Hanuman Datta Mala magazine.
And of course, dear listener, an extra special thank you is extended to you for sharing your Sunday morning with us.
Remember, if you would like to listen to today's offering again, the podcast will be uploaded to 103.1 FM's website by tomorrow evening. Simply visit www.103fm.tt, click on podcasts, and scroll down to Datta Arpanam. Alternatively, you can also access the link via the Datta Arpanam Facebook page.
Once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in today. You are invited to please tune in to 103.1 FM again next Sunday at 6 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time for another episode of Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
May the blessings of Datta Sadguru be with all. Jai Guru Datta.
Shri Guru Datta. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
అయ్యప్ప స్వామికి జేజేలు హరిహర సుతునకు జేజేలు అయ్యప్ప స్వామికి జేజేలు హరిహర సుతునకు జేజేలు పంపాతీరపు తిన్నెల మీద పంపాతీరపు తిన్నెల మీద శబరిత పశుల రాసుల మీద శబరిత పశుల రాసుల మీద భక్తుల గుండెల పరుగుల మీద భక్తుల గుండెల పరుగుల మీద నిత్యము కొలువై విహరించే నిత్యము కొలువై విహరించే నిత్యము కొలువై విహరించే అయ్యప్ప స్వామికి జేజేలు హరిహర సుతునకు జేజేలు అయ్యప్ప స్వామికి జేజేలు హరిహర సుతునకు జేజేలు మాలాధారణ మంగళ దీక్షలు మాలాధారణ మంగళ దీక్షలు మంత్ర జపాలు కావించే మంత్ర జపాలు కావించే మనుషులనందరి స్వాములుగానే మనుషులనందరి స్వాములుగానే కాంచేవారల కనులకు దోచే కాంచేవారల కనులకు దోచే అయ్యప్ప స్వామికి జేజేలు హరిహర సుతునకు జేజేలు అయ్యప్ప స్వామికి జేజేలు హరిహర సుతునకు జేజేలు అన్నిటిలోన అన్నీ తానై అన్నిటిలోన అన్నీ తానై యోగాసనమున యోగము తానై యోగాసనమున యోగము తానై తత్వార్థముల సారమునందున తత్వార్థముల సారమునందున సచ్చిదానందము తానైనా సచ్చిదానందము తానైనా అయ్యప్ప స్వామి జేజేలు హరిహర సుతునకు జేజేలు అయ్యప్ప స్వామి జేజేలు హరిహర సుతునకు జేజేలు హరిహర సుతునకు జేజేలు హరిహర సుతునకు జేజేలు హరిహర సుతునకు జేజేలు
ఓం శాంతి 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 హరి ఓం తత్సత్